Now, Billy, let's bring in our next guest, a sponsor of the Buzz, Team Majors. Christie, how's it going? How are you?
Good.
Who'd you bring with you today?
This is Mike Lowe from Prospect Mortgage.
Mike, how are you? Nice to meet you, buddy. Prospect Mortgage, huh?
He's on Molly Meeker's team.
Uh-oh. We got a hammer in the house. Okay. Christie, Team Majors, you guys are killing it here in town.
We're
You're
busy.
putting a lot of families into homes, aren't you?
Absolutely. It's the best time to buy real estate.
You know, every time I see you, you're so happy, you're so positive, but you're never off your darn phone. You're always working, and you think it's fun. You're not. It's not like work for you, is it?
Oh, no, it's fun. The best thing about this entire job is handing keys to a family and say, here is your new home.
You see a lot of tears of joy, I bet.
Oh, and we take pictures. We post it on Facebook. They can blast it out to their friends. It's amazing. It's a great day to have that happen.
How many people in Team Majors?
4 people.
But that's not counting all the different fingers like Mike and
No.
Molly. Mike and Molly. Hey. Right, Mike and Molly Meeker over there. So,
Right.
we want to give Molly Meeker a little bit of a hard time and tell her, girl, what are you, afraid to come on the Buzz? Right?
Well, she sent her best partner in this business.
Okay.
He makes her look good.
Okay. All right. So you brought a listing with you today. And what I did was I told you, Christie, I think we got a lot of people watching the Buzz that are renters. And I know that you can rent a house or buy a house for about the same amount of money, sometimes less on the purchase end. What do you got for us?
Well, today I brought some calculations here. So let's say your current rent is $1,100. You see this on the screen?
Okay. Now I'll tell you, $1,100, $1,100. I have a friend of mine that pays that much for an apartment.
Okay.
Not a house.
Nope.
Not a yard. Not a garage. An apartment.
Apartment, maybe a carport.
Well, I'm telling you, with hundreds and maybe thousands of people living on this property. And I said, I was at his house one day, and he told me he paid $1,100 for his apartment. And I looked around, I go, well, God darn it, there's 400 units here times 1,100.
Someone's making a lot of money.
Someone's making a lot of money off that little piece of dirt.
Absolutely. Well, this is a calculation of where, if you just want to be talking about if you want to buy, here you go. So you're making about $50,000, $65,000 a year. Okay.
Okay, so $60,000 is $5,000 a month, and we're talking between a couple.
Between the couple.
Right.
Okay, the whole family.
So $30,000 jobs.
Correct.
If you make $2,500 a year, it's $2,500 a month. That's $30,000 a year. We're just
Correct.
Make sure everyone understands this.
So we're going to go look at a $150,000 home. What you can buy for $150,000 right now. Okay, you're going to put 3.5% down, which is about $5,500 in your bank account. You need not underneath your mattress. You need it in a bank account, and you're going to go put this down on this house. Okay. So the next screen is going to be what your payment is going to be versus your rent. So $1,100 right now is what you're paying in rent.
Okay.
A house payment that I'm going to show you next is $1,006.
Wow.
Okay, so about the same, but then you see underneath there's a tax savings because you have a mortgage interest write-off at the end of the year.
At $82 a month?
Correct.
Wow.
So your net, really what you're paying is $924.
Because you're backing that out of what you're
able to write off.
So you're saving almost $200 a month to build a future.
Correct. So
what kind of house does $150,000 buy you right now?
Here we go. This is 1939 West Santa Ana Avenue.
Whoa,
okay?
whoa! That's a nice house.
That's West and Shaw. It's behind Piccadilly Inn. You're going to see. This is the outside.
Wait, West and Shaw.
Behind Piccadilly Inn. There's a group of homes.
Piccadilly Inn. Oh.
West and
Shaw.
Shaw.
Is. I know. I lived at the Piccadilly Inn for 2.5 months one time.
Okay, we won't get into that one. The reason for that.
No, it's
so
okay.
This is the family room. So this is the family room. The next one is the kitchen. Okay, this is gorgeous. This is $150,000.
That's move-in ready.
Move-in ready. Now
Close
look at
to
this.
The freeway.
Look at this.
That's the backyard.
That's the backyard with the pool.
It looks like the Piccadilly Inn. It is. Look at that.
So what I'm saying is that
what's the square footage on that home?
The home is 1,487 square feet.
What's the lot size?
3243.
That's a big lot.
Yep, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Okay, so you don't have one bath.
What school?
The schools go to Bullard High School, Wawona Junior High, and Powers Ginsburg Elementary School.
Wow.
Okay, you have a clean house ready for move-in. $150,000. You put $5,500 down, and your payments $1,006.
And it's okay to have that money gifted to you, right, Mike?
Correct.
So if the family member wants to help you out, or maybe even a friend help you out to get that down payment together, you can just tell them, hey, a friend gave it to me.
Sometimes not that simple.
Okay. How easy is it to get a loan right now, Mike?
It's very easy. Every situation's a little bit different. So I mean, the process though is very simple. You're going to want to go to mollymeeker.com.
mollymeeker.com.
Molly Meeker, just how it sounds. mollymeeker.com.
With a Y, Molly.
Molly with a Y. mollymeeker.com. You can also give us a call at 559-490-2716.
Uh-huh.
But going to the website, there's an online application. It'll probably take the average person 5 to 10 minutes to fill out. It's really simple. That's what Christie will help us out with, getting them to that website. Once they're there, again, it takes about 5 to 10 minutes to fill out. Then we'll email you once you complete the application, or give you a phone call, both, and then get you the rest of the financials that we need.
Uh-huh.
Pretty short list of things, and then let you know from there whether you're qualified or eligible for down payment assistance, what the best route, kind of guide you in the best way.
Down payment assistance. Now, explain this to me, because I think I saw that there's some of these down payment assistance programs that are sort of a grant. Like, if you stay in the house long enough, it kind of goes away.
There's a couple different ones. So some of them are, and we really got to see everyone's situation to determine which one's best for them, but some of them are grants, some of them are...
tack on the ends.
Exactly, like a silent second type situation, but they're great for every buyer that could use it, and some of them are grants, so you don't need to pay
Who
back.
Who qualifies for something like that?
It depends on the income. There's limits depending on each program, and then there's also a credit score requirement. So definitely the first thing we want to do is look at someone's credit, which can be done by doing the online application.
What credit scores can you guys get a home loan for? How low?
We can do them as low as 580.
Oh, really?
So yeah. So a lot of people think, right off the bat, I'm not even going to waste my time with doing this application because my credit's not good enough. But you'll never really know unless we get that in front of us and can kind of take a look and diagnose it. And if there's something, I don't know how many deals we've worked on people's credits, and got them into a house. I mean,
yeah, even just 5 or 6 points lower, we can do a rapid rescore. They can do just about anything to gain those little bit of points, get them to 580, boom, get them into a house.
Now, does the 580 person get the same rate as the 800 club guy?
Probably not.
No,
it all just depends.
but it's not still that bad, right? What's it? Are you telling me that you have like second chance financing for homes?
We do. We do. There's.
This isn't advertised a lot. Let's talk about this.
Yeah, so there's guidelines that kind of change from time to time, but there are second chances depending on what's happened and what the situation is. So I can't really just go into explaining, if this happened, you're good to go on this with this credit score.
No, but what I want to determine and let people know out there is, if the rates are so low right now, that you get a second chance. What's the second chance rate?
Maybe 5.5.
5.5.
6.
Yeah.
5.5, 6. Okay.
Somewhere up there.
I'm getting there. I'm getting on a point. My first home I bought, it was 8%.
Exactly. Rates are
Okay.
No matter what program you're in, rates are great right now.
And by purchasing a home, even at a higher rate,
It's still cheaper.
well, you make those payments, build the credit score up, refi, get that lower rate as soon as you can. It might not be what it is today. It might be lower. You never know.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I heard the 15-year rate is ridiculously low right now. What's a 15-year for a guy with?
I heard it's under 4. So
Think about that. Buy a house now. 15 years from now, you own it. You never have a payment again, and
Nice.
the interest that you're going to pay is so much less.
So much
absolutely.
less, yeah.
Well, and that's where the rent versus owning is. You will never know where you stand unless you go to mollymeeker.com, apply, and let the professionals tell you what you can get.
Right.
I'm using 150 right now as a scenario. Maybe you can apply for, you get 180, 200. You have no clue what you're going to be able to get.
Payment doesn't go up that much.
It does. It's about $50 every 10,000, maybe $60 every 10,000. But again, you don't know because you haven't gone to the website. You haven't given the financials. You haven't talked to them about down payment assistance. You haven't done the steps. So don't be afraid to get started with step number 1, get pre-approved. Step number 2, let's go get you a home.
How about this one? How about step number 1, you're not approved. Step number 2, we get you in line to be approved.
Yes.
Right? Okay, great.
And that happens all the time.
It does?
Yeah. Oh,
We,
yeah.
we get a call off of a sign. We say, are you approved? No, we're not. Please go to mollymeeker.com, get approved. We work with Mike and Molly. They send over a pre-approval. We write up the offer. You're done.
Awesome.
You're in a house 30 days later.
Great. Now, we've shown the rent to own, but you brought a couple other listings with you.
I do.
Let's talk about those.
We have one listing that just happened 2 days ago over here at Clovis and Shepherd. It's a PUD, so it's a gated community. It only has a $75 HOA fee, but it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,500 square feet, completely remodeled, new carpet, new hardwood flooring, 2-story, and within walking distance to Woods Elementary School.
When you say PUD,
And all the Clovis
does it have the community pool and that kind
It
of?
doesn't have pool. It has the Clovis walking trails. It has a green area for the kids to play, and it's gated. So that's what the PUD covers.
$75.
$75
Try to find a landscaper for a house for that, right?
Absolutely. And then this one is one coming. So this is down by Sunnyside High School. It's completely remodeled by the bank. So you've got a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. About
Wow.
$240,000 is what they're going to be listing it for, with all new granite, hardwood floors, new paint, new landscaping, the whole 9 yards. And it's going to come in about 2 weeks.
Wow. What's
So-
the payment on that?
Oh, but
Come on, Mike.
240.
What's the list on
240?
240. Yeah, 240. So this should be about 1,900.
PITI with taxes and insurance, yeah.
Yeah, about
So-
mid say $2,000.
Unreal. And remember, that payment doesn't change for 30 years.
Correct.
Awesome. Christy, it's always so good to see you. I
Thank you
love
so
what
much.
you do for people in Fresno. You
Thank
tell
you.
Molly Meeker, me and her have a date. She needs to come back by here and see me.
She'll be
Okay?
here.
Absolutely.
Mike, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
How do they get a hold of you?
The website again, www.mollymeeker.com, or the phone number 559-490-2716.
What about Team Majors?
Teammajors.com or 559-464-5606.
All right. Hey, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but don't you guys go anywhere.